Once all the core development, ML development activities are complete, you might want to allocate some time and resource on testing your product comprehensively before you actually make the final release. You might want to do comprehensive tests such as the user acceptance test, field test, and do it rigorously so that you are fairly confident that your models is going to perform really well or equally well as it did in the labs when you had developed it. So once all the development activities are complete, you need to test your model on fresh field data. Why is this required? This will ensure that the performance of your model does not deteriorate too much from what was seen during the development phase. So now what could happen? Let's take the example of our housing price prediction problem. Now, during development, let's imagine that the housing price prediction predicted with an accuracy of 10%, or the error rate was 10%, not accuracy. Accuracy would be 90%, so error rate would be 10%. Let's assume, right? During development, 10% was the error. But once you started using the model with the real live data, you see that the error rate started shooting up. This is actually a very common phenomenon. Why this happens is because with live data, there are certain other new aspects that are coming along because you are testing your model or actually using your model in a different point in time. And if the economic and the market environment at the time of actually using your model on the field is different from at the time of developing it, it can also cause to some amount of error rate. So in order to capture all those things, you need to test your models with fresh field data, then take all those aspects where your model is going wrong and go back and retrain your model. So with live data, your error rate increases, right? Then go back and retrain your model. In this time, when retraining it, you might want to think about creating new variables or new columns. That is, create new features that can address this problem of higher error when you went live. So basically solve that problem and come back and go to the next step. Test it again and then go for the next step, which is probably the release or deployment. We will again come back and take a more detailed look at testing when we are learning about how to validate your machine learning models.